Whoa, whoa, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Step in the name of jail. Step in the name of jail. Step in the name of jail. Move in the name of jail. Groove in the name of jail. And when they get into a love song. I hate to hear it. This is Lifestyles with Eric, if you didn't already know. Um, our man R. Kelly is going away. We don't know how much time Mr. Kelly's going to be getting, but he was found guilty today of racketeering and sex trafficking across state line, breaking the man law. Hey, Delana. Hey, Angela. Hey, Mr. George. Hey, Diana. Miss Prince. What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, Mr. George. We hope you feel better. Salute my brother. Uh, yeah, man. Hey, Jess BU. What's going on? Salute. How are you, sis? What's happening? Um, yeah, we'll see how much time Mr. Kelly gets. I still haven't canceled his music. I can't burn it out of my head. I have long lasting memories, as I'm sure all of us do. Hey, Miss Terry, welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, Jamonica, welcome to Lifestyles. It's been a while. Good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope your family's doing great. Yeah, so we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens. What are your thoughts? Have you canceled Mr. Kelly, Pied Piper of Love, King of R&B, the greatest R&B singer of all time, is what I just heard. Yeah, I want to know what your thoughts are. What your thoughts are. And by the way, the Homeland Security officer called Mr. Kelly a prolific serial predator. If you didn't already know, if you hadn't heard that, I'm not defending him, but I'm not canceling his music either. So I'm just kind of making some discrepancies now. If I get any people going at me about R. Kelly in the chats or comments, I want you to comment, but I am not going against Mr. Kelly. I'm just speaking what is going on, and I'm trying to do it in live transmission. So uh, we're talking, we're discussing. I like R. Kelly's music. Um, I'm not here to judge anyone. So, hey, Donna Wells, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. It's Speedy. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. The Lifestyles Corvette will be back on the road soon as possible. We had a minor fender bender yesterday. Young man ran the light on me, and well, not ran the light. I'm sorry. He hit and ran me. I had the light. He had the light as well, but hey, Mel, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. But he did run into the side of the Lifestyles Corvette. And of course, I was pissed off, but I'm over it. It's a material item. Eric's going to be okay. Lifestyles Corvette's going to be okay. She'll be fine. What's going on, Miss Trey Ace of Spades? Welcome to Lifestyles. So yeah, let's see who comes in the chat first before we get to doing the chatting. What's going on, Mr. Ralph Bottles? Welcome to Lifestyle. Salute, my friend. What's happening? Thanks for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. Okay. A lot of times, Diana, I do believe in karma. So when things like karma happen, and it sometimes can bite you back in the ass at some point. So if you're a predator or a murderer, hey, Miss Glinda, welcome to Lifestyles, or whatever, then at some point, sometimes karma can come to bite you in the butt. We all know that. Um, R. Kelly is canceled. That's what Miss Trey Ace of Space said. So, hey, let's see what happens. Let's get some opinions out here. I'm open for it. Um, I don't care whether it's good or bad. I'm open for it. Miss Shirley, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Well, Terry, in a racketeering case, a lot of times they want the big fish. Say if it was a drug case, they'll have the other lower level drug guys snitch on the upper level person and get that person because that's who they want off the streets. Um, That's just what it is. So, of course, the people that may have helped him traffic young girls across state line should have gotten some time as well. Those aren't the people that they wanted. So, in that effect, he'll be going to jail for some amount of time and is definitely going to file an appeal. I did just hear that from his godson. So we'll see. Ralph says guilty of all charges that they was not playing. No, and in this Me Too movement, the Harvey Weinstein movement, he was found guilty. He's been having the casting couch for years, having sex with stars and forcing himself on them for years to be in movies and stuff like that. I mean, it's just things right now you just cannot do. So what you may have gotten away with in the past, you just kind of should have cut it off in the past and not let it carry over into your present or your future because now somebody that was worth over $100 million is now $2 million in the negative. Speaking on Mr. Kelly, so I mean it's just unfortunate. A wasted talent, someone who has definitely superseded the talents and just the songs that he's written. It's just kind of a wash now. When you Google his name, you're going to get bad things instead of all the accolades and things that he's done good. So, again, I am not judging that man personally. I like his music, and it is what it is. Miss Gwendolyn, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. And Trey Ace of Spades says, I seen your vlog on Lifestyles Vehicle. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Trey Ace of Spades. I appreciate that. We'll be back stronger than ever. It's just a minor mishap for a greater comeback. Okay, remember that. But yeah, let's see who's coming in the chat. We'll talk about it for a little while, and we'll go on to bed. So yeah, what's your thoughts? What do you think about Mr. Kelly? Are you canceling Mr. Kelly? Is he going to jail forever? Is he going to get out on appeal? What do you think? Nothing but water, alkaline water tonight. Um, my own opinion is that Mr. Kelly should have gotten some sort of, excuse me, psychological help a long time ago to deal with that, whatever demons he may have been experiencing from when he was a young child. And I don't think that he ever got the help that he needed. And maybe if, he goes to jail now, maybe he will get um, the help that he needs. Mr. George said, all I have to say is that he was molested as a young man and that impacted his future. Absolutely. That's pretty much what I was just saying. So he definitely needs to have some sort of psychological evaluation. And we need to find out what's going on in that talented head of his, somebody that was illiterate, that can't read, but can come up with music at a drop of a dime with no problem. There's always a will where there's a way as far as to hear new music from people. So you never know. Gwen, he may be able to record some music from prison some sort of way, or he may get out. You just never know. He may have to lay down for a little while and just kind of see what happens with the appeal if his appeal goes through. So I think they're going to want him to lay down for a little while, like Bill Cosby did, definitely for a couple of years at least. You know what, Ralph? I haven't heard that one. His lot. I'm gonna say this. Ralph said his managing of life was terrible. That speaks volumes. His managing of his life was terrible, but you can't take away the classics. You're absolutely right. Very talented man. Never take away Step in the Name of Love. I didn't mean to mess that song up either. So just take that as a joke, everybody. And you remind me of a Jeep. You remind, that what else? It's so many hits that I remember just riding to when I was a young kid and had some great, great memories. Just getting on the highway, taking a ride. listening to Honey Love and watching. I remember Minister Society and when Kane and Jada Pinkett were making love, they were playing Honey Love. Give me that honey love. Give me that honey love. Yeah, yeah, that's really taking me back. Seriously, seriously. Yeah, but Gwen, then we go to the other part. We can't forget about the children, and we can't forget about the children that have been affected by, possibly by, um, or allegedly by R. Kelly in the past. We can't. It's sad that somebody's parent would pretty much pimp them out, is what I'm saying. When they knew that possibly R. Kelly could maybe have some issues. Nobody ever thought about that, but you're going to send your daughter to this man, and she never came back. So yeah, I just something else is going on, and we'll never get to the bottom of it. But definitely, children need to be protected. Um, if we don't protect our children, who's going to protect them? They'll never forget when you weren't there to protect their innocence. So, these young ladies have herpes now. And I don't think that's alleged. That's his medical records. Um, so just to give them herpes is terrible um, without their consent. So yeah, I don't know what to say. It's is excuse me. It's going to be a long road to see. I am drinking some alkaline water, Miss Delana, and it's pretty good and it's good for you. Our bodies are supposed to, they say, um, consume alkaline water is better than just regular water. It's got electrolytes in it and it's purified as well. And it's got a really good taste. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Anybody else got any thoughts on this? What do you think? Oh, and Kelly Price, what's going on with her? What's going on with um, uh, men being so controlling? Um, what's wrong with men and women wanting to keep people from their families? What's the deal with that? Somebody told me to speak on it, so I'm speaking on it. Uh, I hope Kelly Price is okay, and it seems like she's got a controlling boyfriend or husband or whatever boyfriend. So this is all alleged, but her sister said that she was missing, and she said she had COVID and she was in the hospital, and uh, she couldn't. She had to isolate herself, but I believe that her boyfriend is what they've been saying is keeping her away from all of her family members, which is it's not good. It's control totally. Um, uh, he's negative $2 million. He doesn't own the masters to his music, Gwendolyn. So I don't know what money or what assets he does have. So he possibly could be sued civilly. Yeah, absolutely. Glenda, it's all about choices, and God gives us free will on whatever it is we do. We just have to make the right decisions as we're walking through life. And if we make the if we go left instead of going right, then sometimes we can end up where Mr. Kelly is, unfortunately. Well, Terry, I agree, but that's when he had money, fame, and he was able to pay off people. His manager, Barry Hankerson, Leah's uncle, absolutely had to know that he was messing with his niece. He introduced him to her. So for him to not know that, for him to say that now, is just kind of weird to me. George, I agree. I hate to see another brother go to prison because it was evident that he had mental issues. Listen to the Nick Cannon interview, and Kelly had the state of mind of a young child. Well, and hanging at McDonald's and looking for young girls is definitely immature. So, George, I agree with you totally. Somebody should have said, "Hey, Kels, I got a doctor you should talk to." but then the money might have got cut off and he might have not wanted to be their friend anymore. So I think it's more important for somebody to have a celebrity friend or a confidant or an associate than to get that person some help. And it's obvious he needed help years ago. Anytime you kiss a glass or drink a glass that your mother has lipstick on and you want her lipstick to be on your lips, it's kind of strange. But those are some of the stories that I've heard, along with allegedly his sister molesting him and his brothers. And his brothers said that. So that's something you can look up yourself. So there's definitely been some sexual abuse in R. Kelly's family. And, you know, everybody's family has some skeletons and demons, and they just need to come out. And people need to go to jail and get help too sometimes. So, and not always jail, but a lot of times help. Yeah, let's send a special shout out to Chris Rock. Prayers and blessings. He's in ICU. He is vaccinated, and I guarantee with COVID. I'm sorry, and he's in critical condition. And I'm sure they're going to say that he's just a breakthrough case, and he's one of the cases. If he wasn't famous, that we would not count because they're saying if you get vaccinated, you won't go to the hospital. So they're going to say he's one out of thousands of people or millions of people. So still get vaccinated. And again, that's your right to do that. I'm not saying not to do it or do it. I have my own rights, and you do too. And that's a whole nother subject. So do what you feel is best for you and your family. I haven't gotten COVID, not that I'm immune to it, but I have not gotten it, and I've been around it. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Yeah, Gwen, when a man is controlling, that means he has a lack of control over his own life. And he also may have had a dad that was controlling, and he might have been controlling over his mother. So if he saw his mother being abused or mentally abused or verbally abused, then he could possibly do the same thing to his wife, girlfriend, or whoever. So, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why men are controlling, but I'm so glad I've never been that type of man that says you can't go anywhere, looks at somebody's cell phone, wants to know what time you get off work, doesn't want you driving anywhere unless he's with you, have to go to the grocery store with you. Looks back at a man before a man even looks, and he's looking to see if the man's looking at his woman. I see that so much. That is so weird to me. Why would you be looking at a man to see if he's looking at your woman? Wow, are you that insecure? It's a lot of insecure, controlling men out here. I feel sorry for them. I'm so glad I'm not. But one of these days, we're going to open up. I'm going to have a class for just men only, and we're going to have us a men's discussion. And I'm going to try to help men get their vocabulary better, say the right things to women, don't disrespect women, have a better approach instead of somebody's boobs or breasts or I mean I'm sorry boobs or butt. Compliment a woman in the right way. So there definitely going to be some things I'm going to be talking to just men about soon. Jamanica, totally, you're right. So Glenda, you said that is so as we adult as excuse me, so we as the adult, him have being in the same situation as a child, break that yoke. Absolutely, you have to break it. But if you never get any help, hurt people hurt people. I'll always remember that. If you never get help for what you were hurt about, hurt people hurt people. But when you turn into an adult, people don't seem to care about you being hurt as a child because you're an adult now. And if you hurt a child, they just say, "Well, you should have got help when you were a kid," and then we could have had some sympathy for you now. So, um, unfortunately, a lot of that's going to be pretty much true in R. Kelly's case. We know he psychological issues, but should have gotten help for him a long time ago, and we wouldn't be talking about this now. He would have gotten through this. Terry, not the case. Several people with the vaccine get. You know what? I agree, but they're not going to tell us the numbers. They're going to keep dumbing the numbers down and saying that the unvaccinated people are the ones getting COVID. Not true. That's my opinion. I'm not going to argue with anybody on that, but that's my opinion. They're not, if they don't tell us the numbers, true numbers, then we'll never know anyway. So they'll keep saying everybody that's going in the hospital Little like Chris Rock, that is vaccinated, is unvaccinated because that's what they've been saying. Chris Rock is just a breakthrough. This doesn't happen at all. Get the vaccination. My mother had COVID. She's still not getting it. She's in the medical field. Very smart woman. So I don't know. Not telling anybody what to do. Do what you feels best for you. Me and Eddie Griffin are on the same page, basically. The comedian. Jamonica, possibly. I'm a good man, but you're absolutely right. This isn't about me. Unfortunately, they can be hard to find. You just have to set out on what you want and go for that, and it'll happen. Well, his kids are, he may have molested his children. Who knows? You never know. But his kids are strange. One of them thinks she's a boy. That's just my opinion. She's a transgender girl into a boy. His children don't act like quote unquote normal kids because they didn't have a no quote unquote normal father nor a normal childhood. So um, he probably could care less. I mean, you never know how he thinks about his kids. He was molested himself. So, you know, you just never know. It's so many freaky things that people do, unfortunately, when their stuff's happening to them, you know. But I'm not showing any sympathy for an adult person that has done things to a child when they were adults. I'm not showing any sympathy like that. So um, don't take it as if I'm babying somebody. Yeah, yeah. But it shouldn't stay in the house if it's wrong, Terry. If it's wrong, it needs to be out in the open, and child protective services need to be called because somebody is taking a child's innocence, and I do not agree with that. That is totally wrong, and I would never stand for that. So I love R. Kelly's music. Hey, Poonie, what's going on? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. R. Kelly is guilty. We were talking about that. Wondering what your opinion was on that. Will you cancel his music? Will you continue to listen to the music? Do you hope he gets an appeal, or are you just kind of saying it is what it is? Nurses are writing their jobs because they refuse to get the vaccine. Yeah, Terry, I agree. You know, I notice a lot of celebrities that go through some kind of early trauma that influences their creativity aspects, but it makes them dysfunctional is in some capacity. George, you're right. I've seen that several times. It's almost like they have the same story. Gwen, I totally agree. But you know, there are some good guys out here at some point, and you know, if you're looking for one, I'm sure there's one out here for you. Miss Clayton, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Good to see you, Susie. Susie Q. Absolutely, absolutely, Suzette. Absolutely. You have to protect a child's innocence at all costs, and um, you just have to make sure until they're an adult, they know who's a stranger, you know what, you know, bad touches or all that stuff. No sitting on any man's lap. All the things I taught my daughters, even sons. You have to protect your children at all costs. Definitely. You know what, Poonie, I totally agree. And that's between him and the Lord. I don't know how much time he has or how much he's getting. But if he did what he was convicted of, then he should get whatever he's got coming. I agree. You know, it is what it is. I surely do appreciate you coming in, Suzette. Um, you know, it really warms my heart to see friends and family come in and show support to Lifestyles with Eric. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody coming in the chat tonight. Terry, I agree. He deserves punishment and help. What's the help going to be? We don't know what's going to happen for him. We don't know. We just don't know. We don't know if he's going to get out of prison on an appeal later. So we'll see. We'll just kind of keep our eyes out, talk periodically about it, and that's what we'll do. You know, I really appreciate everybody coming in the chat tonight. Um, it was a real interesting talk. Um, everybody got out, I think, got out um, their opinion. And I hope nobody thinks I'm either babying R. Kelly or chastising him. That's neither one of my jobs. I enjoy listening to his music, and that's just what it is. That's all it is. You know what, Poonie? I agree. And a lot of times, again, karma comes back to bite you in the ass later. So you just kind of have to stop what you're doing when you're doing it. If you can, get some help. Don't do it anymore, and still may wait. Karma still may knock on your door. You never know. Yeah, Gwen, he may not. He may not. And thanks, Sue, for listening to my live stream. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, he may or may not get the help he needs in jail, but we'll see. We'll see. He still has good music. The oldies are the goodies. So, when I get in a certain kind of mood, I always put on something like that because that is my riding music. That's what I get on the highway and listen to. That's just what I listen to. So yeah. So yeah. But again, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. We're gonna cut it. Uh, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. We talk about all kinds of stuff. I appreciate everybody's opinion. Share the video out if you feel like it's worth sharing. And he's absolutely still a damn good artist, Poonie. I totally agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, if you feel like this was a pretty good video, please share the video out. Let's get as many subscribers as we can get. About 250 subscribers away from being monetized. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there this year. So let's keep pushing for Lifestyles with Eric. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate my family. I love all of y'all. See something, say something. Um, Wait a minute. George said, I think R. Kelly may serve 15 to 20 years and then he'll get off some kind of technicality, something strange like that. You never know. Possibly. All right, folks, I'm out. Take care. This is Lifestyles. All right.